In this video, we're going to walk you through how to build custom audiences to run Facebook ads to. Do you want to learn? Let's go ahead and cue that intro. My name is Kelly Sturdivant. I'm a Facebook ad strategist, and I love helping business owners and entrepreneurs scale their products and services with the use of Facebook ads. Before we get started, be sure that you have subscribed to my YouTube channel so that you are up to date with all the videos that are coming your way. Also, be sure to like this video and share it with your community, especially if your community includes small business owners who are just starting to learn how Facebook ads can help their business, as this can be very helpful for them. And comment below, are you running ads for your business, and have you built out your custom audiences yet? Now, as we get started, it's important to know what exactly is a custom audience. A custom audience is an audience created from all of your warm traffic or your warm touch points that people have to your business. This can include things like your email list, people who have engaged with your Facebook or your Instagram page, people who have viewed videos on your Facebook page, and people who have taken action on your website, including not only page visitors, but people who have registered for your free lead magnets, your purchases, and even people who have abandoned your cart. These audiences become very powerful, not only in continuing the nurturing process of that warm audience, but one of the main reasons you want to create custom audiences is for the ability to create lookalike audiences of cold people or new people to your business. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Now, to start off, we're going to assume right now you have your business manager set up, you understand the pixel, and you have your sites pixeled with all of that data ready to go. It's also important to note that with any custom audience, the lowest amount of people you want in any custom audience is 1,000 people. This is giving Facebook enough information to be able to create those lookalikes later down the line. So the bigger you can make these audiences, the better off they're going to convert for you later. So let's dive in. We're going to head into our ads manager, and with our shortcut here, we're going to head on into our account. Once we're in our ads manager, we're going to head on over to our 9 grid, and we're going to select audiences. So here is where all of your audiences are built and contained for easy access. Here we're going to begin by creating our custom audience. Now you'll see that you have a bunch of different audience sources that you can create custom audiences from. You have sources such as your website and your customer list. You also have video, lead forms, Facebook page, and your Instagram page. For most businesses, we will be using website, customer list, video, and your Facebook and Instagram accounts. So let's start off with our customer list. That is your email list. Now with this audience, you want at least 1,000 people onto that email list in order to create those really good converting lookalikes later. So as you start off, you want to ensure that whatever email marketing platform that you are currently using, that you have exported your email list as a CSV file or a text file, and that it includes all of these identifiers that are already there. You can go ahead and click next. Most lists will not have a customer value, but if you have a customer value on your list, you can go ahead and add that in. Then you're going to go ahead and upload your current list. So as that list comes in, you can go ahead and change the name to anything that you would like. So in this case, we're going to make it our email list and then the date we've uploaded it. The reason why I like to date it is that as you start to build that email list further, you know when that last update was. So when you reach your next 1,000 or so, you can redo that email list for the more current traffic that you have. And then you have a bunch of things that it'll map out for you. Just want to make sure under your action needed that it contains some of the things that you can add in to help Facebook be able to find these people in Facebook to create that audience from. So generally their first name, their last name, and their email address are the 3 things that you want to make sure are mapped and ready to go. Then you're going to import and create that audience. Congrats! It's been updated and you're ready to go. You'll see it gives you some other next steps that you can do in creating that lookalike audience, creating an ad directly, or adding another custom audience. We're going to hit done, and you'll see that that uploads right into your list. Next audience we're going to build is from your Facebook page. So click the Facebook page, and then it'll give you all of the pages you have access to. So you want to make sure that you are accessing the right page. And then the event will give you a whole bunch of options that you have for creating that audience. So you can select everyone who's engaged with that page, people who visited the page, engaged with any post or ad, click the call to action, message, etc. So you have a lot of options that you have with creating a specific custom audience of people who have taken action on your Facebook page. In this case, we're just going to do everyone who've engaged with our page. And then you have the retention up to 365 days. So if you want to make sure your audience is a little bit warmer, you can make this 180 days, or you can even make this 90 days. And then your audience name, in this case, we'll name it our page, and it's engaged Facebook page users. And just like that, you've created a custom audience of your Facebook page. The Instagram account will be identical. It will give you your Instagram account name, everyone who is engaged with the account. And again, you have the option to select specific people who have engaged with that Instagram account. And then again, your retention is however long you would like for that. And then you're done. The great thing with these audiences is that it auto-populates as people come in. So with that date range, once people have fallen out of that date range and they've no longer interacted with that page, they fall off and people start taking their place. So if you set it for 180 days, once someone has hit 181 days and they're no longer interacting with your page, then they fall by the wayside. And then people who have just visited your page for the first time are automatically populated into those audiences for you. Next one is our website. Now, this one is where that pixel data really comes into play and helps you build a whole bunch of custom audiences that can help you with your ads going forward. So you want to make sure you're under the right source or the right pixel information that you have. And then your events allow you to do multiple things and build many different types of audiences. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build an audience of everyone who has touched our business. This can be a retention of up to 180 days as shown, and you can make this that big. So we're going to actually pick 90 days, and we're going to create this. I'm going to make it all website visitors. Let me create that audience. Now, let's say we wanted to create an audience of people who have registered for a webinar or who have registered for a specific lead magnet, and we want to be able to retarget just to those people. So we can choose a specific event or a specific pixeled event that we've created and create audiences from them. So in this case, we can create an audience from everyone who has registered for any of our free lead magnets. We can also set the retention date, again, up to 180 days for that. In this case, we're going to put in our website name again, pick registration lead magnets. So that tells me that this is an audience created, which include all of my lead magnets. If you had multiple lead magnets that led to multiple different products or even different types of audiences, then you can split those up into specific audiences for each complete registration. The same would go if you wanted to create an audience of people who have purchased and you have a purchase event pixel on your website. You can create another custom audience of people who've purchased and do the exact same thing over and over again. Now, let's say we wanted to create an audience of people who have taken one specific action or visited one specific page on our website. We can do that by taking an audience of people who have specifically visited a specific site. So you can add your URL or make your URL into pieces. So in this case, we can have it containing a portion or is actually equal to exactly what that URL is. So if we had, let's say, a thank you page, and we knew our URL endings were all thank you, then we can create a custom audience of all thank you pages we have with the specific action. So generally speaking, that would be after someone has taken action in some form, in this case, a purchase. So we can create an event of all the people who have landed on that specific page. This also comes in handy if you have specific blog posts that you want to be able to build custom audiences of people who have read that blog post or have viewed that post so that you can retarget them with something else. So let's say you had a post that was related to a specific service that you offered. You could create a custom audience of people who have visited that page and be able to retarget them with those actual services that you're offering from that blog post. So it can be very, very handy in how you structure those new audiences and building out those custom audiences. So in creating custom audiences, as we touched on earlier, one of the greatest things to do with a custom audience is to create those lookalike audiences. Now, lookalikes at the time of this video are still in use and can still be very powerful with running Facebook ads. At the time of this recording, Apple has implemented some changes to their operating system, which is limiting the ability for third-party trackers. So this may change a little bit in the future, but in the meantime, lookalike audiences are still very powerful and can still help you grow your business beyond your warm audiences. So with each of these custom audiences that we've created, as I said, as we have those large audiences, so 1,000 people or more who have been created with those custom audiences, we can now create lookalike audiences from them. So to create a lookalike, you can go ahead and select lookalike audience, and then select the source that it's coming from. So other sources, this lists all of those custom audiences that you built. So in this case, we want to build one from our recent email list. So it'll go ahead and select that. Now Facebook is rolling out a change to audiences. Most people now don't have to put in a country for creating an audience, and some people do. Mine account at this point has not been updated, so I still have to include a country. And then it'll give you your range here, 0 to 1%, all the way up to 10% of that lookalike. Now, the bigger the percentage is on that lookalike, the less likely that lookalike is going to look like the audience that you've actually created. So I like to keep it within that 0 to 1, maybe even a 1 to 2%. But as those audiences become bigger and bigger, sometimes you can actually test out having a little bit larger percentage on those lookalikes. And then go ahead and create that audience. And there it'll list as a lookalike. So be sure to go through all of the custom audiences that you've built, make lookalikes out of all of them, and use those as really good cold traffic builders for your business. Just below this video are a couple of resources to help you along your ads journey. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you are current and up to date on all things Facebook advertising. I put out content on the fly and on the regular, and I do hope you enjoyed this training. We'll see you on the next one.